business.
Okay.
That person, for instance, there's a lady I know, her mother is a choba owner. You use that business, did it for over 30 years, and she built houses out of that. Would you say that that is not a business because she works with some 2 or 3 people, or maybe 10 people? She may not have an accountant. She may not have all those kind of setup. But really, if you put the other people that we say is business, all that I know many times is that they come out with the idea, they try the idea 1 or 2 few times, and then they tell out you have a source of funding. And if somebody is giving you money, then they will ask how the money should be protected. And I think that's why many of them came up with that kind of structure. Why you need a lawyer, accountant, because somebody is really trying to inject money to that kind of entity, and you have to be accountable. Now, if I start something, I'm selling tomato, you have not given me any money. So if I trade and I get profit, I think that is business. You see, the thing is, so long as we try to use their definition for the same thing, we will collide.
Well, but then what data are we then going to measure the success or the failure of the business with? Because if you're running a business and then you don't have any metrics to use, for example, you don't know at which point did you even break even and when did you cross that border to even profit.
So long as you give me money, we can talk the same language. So long as you give me money, the tax laws are okay, your interest rate is okay, then come with that model, then measure me. But if you have not given me any money and you still want to put that jacket on me, I don't know if it fits. Because you know it.
Yeah.
The people you met who set up businesses, what did they use?
Loans.
That's it.
Yeah.
We here, how many of us have access to that? As a matter of fact, those of us who go for loan, we probably will crash in a year.
No, that's true.
All right, so how do you judge us? We have a lot of these top businesses who have come to Ghana and have gone back. They came with money, but they couldn't survive here. Many of them, and I'm sure you know them. They came with millions of dollars. Why? But they were measuring all those. Now, Antioquia is still going, in spite of us saying that the economy is so, stressed. But they are still in the market selling and making some money. So business, I would say, is a form of business. As to which kind of business, I will not try to defend that or define that.
But you also understand and appreciate that at a certain level, with any business that you're running, you need data to help make a decision.
Agree.
Now, if this is what I want to gather.
Yes.
Are you saying that a tabletop business owner who has started that business with their own money do not need to keep data on how the business is moving?
They have to, they have to keep data.
Okay.
But don't measure them with the other data and the trajectory. Don't measure them with that. I find it difficult. I don't know whether I'm right or wrong. I find it difficult. Because if the same woman who is doing so well, bring an MBA to that woman to manage her, 2 years will come back, that woman's business is no more. With data, with this. Before you see it, well, her money is gone. Why? Because she's spending money that she has to make herself. That the other person. We have a lot of friends who, you can get the data you are asking for from, when they started. Very, very organized, You'll be very happy to talk to them. And I understand that. But they are no more. Many of them fizzle out. Why? Because they were trying to work with the same definition, rich definitions.
And I'll give you an example.
Yes.
So when I first came to Ghana, I set up our pharmacy. The first pharmacy we had in Ghana was in East Legon, right?
Yes.
We spent over £30,000 doing everything, putting everything together. But we had an accountant, in fact, a bookkeeper that was working with us from the beginning. Based on the data we collected, we realized that 2 years into the business, we would not be able to survive, so we should close down.
Okay.
That saved us a lot of time to be wasted.
Yes. My kind of understanding of business is I will not come with money like you.
Okay.
I will start selling the drugs maybe from Trotro or on my head. And then I go through in Ghana. I'm talking of in Ghana. Not you coming with money. And I go through that. Before that person opens a pharmacy, it's taking her maybe 2, 3, 5 years. And the Lord, she understands every decision is counted for. So for instance, there's Mr. Blay, who owns a provision shop. He's my friend, an old man. He and the wife have been doing this for almost maybe 40 years. Out of that one provision shop, he's built apartments out of it. The story is, how did they start? They started by selling on the head. And then they went to a small kiosk, tabletop kiosk. and they went into a container. And the other time, they broke the whole container down and built their own store. They are not like you. You came with money. They didn't come with that. So it was gradual. So positioning that business will be exact because she gathered a lot of information before she got to that level, that level, or he got to that level. You came with the moment you come with money, your models are different. And for me, my focus, my definition, my why I do what I do is so that 80-90% of our people, the data that they work with, the information that they work with, the realities that they go through in trying to build a business here, the things that they have to do that are very much accessible to them. That approach is what I look at. And many of them will not have 30,000 pounds to come with in the first place. For them to set it in a place and it doesn't work and they have to close it. They don't go through that. Why? Because they went through the steps. Organic growth is what many of our people can have access to build a business with. So you